Southeast Georgia and the Lowcountry. This is WJCL 22 Morning News. See us now.
In Georgia, there are more than 22,000 cases of coronavirus. About 900 people have died. In South Carolina, more than 5,000 cases and 157 people have died there. Locally, Beaufort and Chatham County remain the most severe counties. Beaufort County has 244. Chatham County has 205. For a full county-by-county breakdown, just head on over to our website. That's WJCL.com. One local group is doing its part to feed all those in need during this pandemic. And when it comes to reopening Georgia businesses, some owners say they really didn't have a choice. Well, thanks so much for starting your day with WJCL 22 Morning News. I'm Ashley Garrett. We'll get to all your headlines in just a moment, but for now, let's start with your weather. Here's meteorologist Melissa Hall. Hey, Melissa.
Good morning, Ashley. Look at the beautiful sky outside, almost crystal clear. We got a few of those high clouds out there, but a nice start to the day with temperatures starting to creep back up. We were in the 50s for almost everybody across the area, and without the clouds and with the wind fairly calm outside, that humidity out, we woke up with some patchy fog for a few folks, especially down south. Almost everybody back into the 60s, even though most of us started in the 50s this morning. And there's that patchy fog that I mentioned. Some very dense spots, even though most of us have those clear skies as you head out this morning. Now, if you are in this area, keep that in mind. It won't clear out for another couple of hours. After that, we all have sunshine in our area. We got a warm front that lifts in. So temperatures today a little bit warmer than average. Mid 80s for a daytime high with all that sunshine, a light breeze out of the south. But Ashley, tonight a cold front moves in. So that's going to make tomorrow breezy and milder. We're only going to get into the low 80s. We've been dealing with a lot of rain lately. I know everybody wants to know, are we going to be able to dry out and have that sun get everything back to normal? Well, we'll take a look at our next rain chances here in about 10 minutes.
Melissa, thank you. Well, today, Feed the Hungry is giving people another chance to drop by and grab a free hot meal. Our Shannon Royster reports what you need to know as you get ready to head out the door.
Feed the Hungry is hosting one of the biggest food giveaways yet, and it's happening today in Savannah. In partnership with the Economic Opportunity Authority, the third Feed the City from the Trunk to the Table event will serve over 3,000 hot meals beginning at noon. Now, those in need of food are being asked to line up in the Gadsden Elementary School parking lot off May Street. From there, volunteers will guide you to the EOA office at 618 Anderson Street. That's the pickup location for the meals. And during the food giveaway, they'll also offer free energy and coolant assistance to senior citizens while it lasts. Again, Feed the City from the Trunk to the Table event is happening today at noon, starting at the Gadsden Elementary School parking lot. Feed the Hungry will hand out food until those 3,000 meals are gone, so don't be late. Reporting in the studio, I'm Shannon Royster for WJCL 22 News.
Shannon, thank you so much. Well, in Georgia, salons, barbershops, and gyms are just some of the businesses back up and running. This after Georgia Governor Brian Kemp approved that move. But not all of those businesses have chosen to open, and we're learning the ones that did are working to practice safety. All businesses are required to follow strict social distancing and safety guidelines like wearing gloves and masks, maintaining distance, and keeping out those who are sick. The businesses we spoke to also say cleaning will be more frequent and thorough, and they add they were busy right out the gate, but things won't seem normal for a while.
It feels like I've been on a very long vacation. It's a whole new atmosphere. You know, it feels like I said, it feels good to be open, knowing that, you know, I'm getting some kind of income back in, even though we're not at full capacity yet. But I don't want it right now. I prefer not to be full capacity.
For businesses that are unsure of opening, I understand. I feel like it's everybody's decision to open, and I just hope everybody stays strong, stay clean.
Well, tattoo parlors are good to open, but we checked with about a half dozen who have chosen to remain closed. Many people from local mayors to President Trump are criticizing Georgia Governor Kemp for allowing close contact businesses to reopen. Some business owners say they realize it might not be the safest, but they don't have much of a choice. WJCL Stephen Moody reports.
The owner of Epiphany South Barbershop in the city of Savannah wants people to know that they're reopening because they simply weren't making any money.
Cutting hair has been affording me good things. I got 3 kids in college. I got everything is going good, you know, but you don't expect things like this to happen.
Epiphany South is officially reopened in the city of Savannah with some notable changes. Barbers are wearing gloves and masks. Owner Fred Nunn wants people to know that this isn't an attempt to override Mayor Van Johnson.
If you do this, you're against the mayor. That's not the case. You know what I'm saying? We got our own families and we got our own situations that we got to take care of, and they're not sensitive to that at all. Like, they get a check. We don't get no check. Every day we not buying that chair, we not making no money. $0.
Nunn and his staff spent Friday sanitizing the work areas. This business is one of many in Savannah to reopen, and just like those other businesses, money was a deciding factor in the decision making.
And I haven't made my first payment on the home I just bought. That's due on the 1st. The governor let us go just in time. I can make my payment this quick, and I appreciate it. My car note is due tomorrow. I made that today.
And he's heard the critics, but as a business owner, he offered up a response straight from the heart.
A lot of these people that are giving us bad pushback about being open and how can you be so selfish and some of the mean-spirited things I'm hearing, they still go every day and get crabs. They stop by the liquor store, they go home and eat, and they enjoy their downtime. I don't enjoy downtime. I'm a hustler. I want to be out hustling and providing for my family like a man's supposed to do.
Barbershops were just one of the businesses that were allowed to reopen on Friday thanks to Governor Brian Kemp. But the Coastal Health District told us earlier this week that it's impossible to practice good social distancing while receiving a haircut. Reporting in Savannah, Stephen Moody, WJCL 22 News.
In Georgia, Governor Brian Kemp is giving churches the green light to resume in-person services, but the Diocese of Savannah says it won't be opening anytime soon. Churches across the diocese include the Cathedral of St. John the Baptist. They've been closed to the public for more than a month now. Well, while many say they would love to reopen their doors, the Bishop of Savannah believes the time is not now.
We watch very carefully what the professionals are saying about the spread of the virus and when it will be a safer time to come to a church in larger numbers. And the material that we've been consulting indicates that for the state of Georgia, June 1st would probably be the safest time to do that.
Well, in the meantime, the diocese is continuing to stream its masses online. Restaurants in Georgia are the next thing to open. That happens this coming Monday. The governor's office has released the rules restaurants must follow if they want to get back in business. There can't be more than 10 people per 500 square feet inside at one time. Employees must wear masks. Party sizes will be limited to 6, and self-serving is not allowed. Movie theaters will also be allowed to open this coming Monday, but they'll also be following very specific guidelines. Parties must be at least 6 feet apart from one another, and no party can have more than 6 people. Ushers will have to enforce social distancing, and they'll have to disinfect the theater before and after each showing. The Technical College of the Lowcountry is adapting to changes brought on by the pandemic and wants students to know faculty and staff are there for support. Students will be able to take advantage of office hours, tutoring services, and counseling all online. As for the new students, all events and open houses will be virtual.
For those students that are, questioning what the future is going to be like, we just want to let them know that we're there for them. We understand that a lot of high school students are going to be encountering a change of plans. Maybe they wanted to go away to a four-year institution and now they have to stay home, maybe due to some issues with parents losing jobs or financial uncertainty. So we are an option for students if they want to continue their education at a low cost.
Prospective students can get more information on the Technical College of the Lowcountry during the next virtual Lunch and Learn with admissions, which is set for Monday at noon. For a full schedule of virtual events, just head on over to our website. That's WJCL.com. The Jasper County School District is also taking its graduation virtual. It'll hold a virtual graduation with a watch party on Facebook Live. Seniors will be given a time and date to report to their school gym where they will pre-record the ceremony. It'll then air on June 5th. School leaders say while they can't hold a traditional ceremony, they still wanted to honor students and preserve their senior memories.
Because they could save a life. The patients were that sick and they're in that much of a need, and this could make the difference for them to survive.
Memorial Health in Savannah says it is starting to treat some COVID-19 patients with a plasma infusion, which puts the plasma of recovered coronavirus patients and people who are still trying to fight off the disease. Well, right now, only 7 patients will be a part of this trial, and many hospitals across the U.S. are looking into this plasma treatment as a good way to fight off coronavirus. Now, the idea is that cured patients have developed a resistance to the disease and that resistance can be transferred to other people. Doctors say they are optimistic about the infusion.
A lot of the early studies have showed a lot of effectiveness, and patients who've had shortened lengths of stay and have been able to go home sooner and have recovered faster.
Recovered COVID-19 patients who have been healthy for 2 weeks and have tested negative for the virus are encouraged to donate plasma at a blood donation center. Augusta University has a free telemedicine app that will screen people for coronavirus. A healthcare provider walks users through the screening process, and if they determine the user might be infected, they schedule a test. Well, after taking the test, AU Health says it'll have the results available within 72 hours. The AU Health Express Care app is available in the app stores. Time check this morning, it is 8:10, and coming up, it's a moment that could go down in history, but NASA is asking people to physically stay away. Plus, with the signature of the president, the newest wave of economic aid is ready to help out communities across the country. Melissa.
Here's a live look from our Skyview 22 camera, looking at the Chatham Parkway atop the WJCL studios.